I spent 100 days in the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. This game is a masterpiece. Originally, I'd set up a few goals for my first 100 days, and I grossly underestimated the size of this game. So instead, I'll just walk you through day by day my experience. So we begin our journey on a beautiful day with the one and only Princess Zelda.
These tunnels are deeper than I thought.
Apparently some gloomy substance has been infecting the villages of Hyrule, and it's our job to go and stop it. I thought I dealt with all that malicey stuff in the last game. Well anyway, as we press down into the cave, Zelda stops to check out my sweet boots. And worries about me taking out a couple of keys. Did you not see the beast I took down not that long ago? Dark Beast Ganon? Like come on, I got a couple of bats. Anyway, from here we dive a little deeper into these tunnels and stumble upon... Mummy? No, that's the Demon King. We got this, bro! No! All our hearts! It shattered the blade! And with that, the Demon King began the upheaval, and we lost Zelda into the depths. But apparently I'm fine, and now I have this sweet new hand, and it has claws. Meow. Holy moly! We're in the sky! Well, the only logical thing to do now is jump, right? Nah, we're okay, and man is this game beautiful. I set off into the Sky Island and meet this little dude. He has Zelda's pad for some reason. Wait, what game is that you're playing on there? Well, anyway, I see a big shrine over in the distance, and it just so happens that that's actually the Temple of Time, a temple which appears in so many Zelda games, but we can't get inside. This goat man, however, named Rauru appears and scares the pants off me before revealing that it is in fact his cool arm that we have now. Sadly though, its power has been weakened, and he tasks us with restoring its power. To do so, we have to find the blessings of light, which can be found within shrines. So, off we go. Heading inside the first shrine, we gain access to the Ultra Hand, essentially an improved magnesis from the previous game. It lets you pick up objects and attach them together. So using this power, I attach this hook to this board and ride over to the altar, earning us our first Light of Blessing, purging some darkness from us. As I exit the shrine off into the distance, I see shrine number 2. So off I go as the sun begins to set. Arriving at shrine number 2, we gain access to the Fuse ability. You need this ability to enhance all the weapons that you find as they've been weakened by the Demon King's upheaval. We complete the shrine and so concludes our first day. Leaving the shrine begins day number 2 as we slowly work our way through the Great Sky Island, discovering new creatures like this thing, and finding Zoanite, which will be super important later on, as well as finding some good old Koroks. And let's go. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. Oh, baby, gotcha loot. Portable pot. Okay, that's new. Before we could get to the next shrine, however, we discovered some construct being. But using the power of the Ultra Hand, we can pull its block down and destroy it. Take that, you box thing, you. Anyway, using its part, we can fuse a really strong weapon together for later on. Finally reaching the next shrine, we gain access to the Ascend ability, an ability vital to our success.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
Yeah, this never gets old, I promise. Exiting the shrine, it seems another day is coming to a close, but first I developed a flying vehicle to make our way back to the Temple of Time. I believe I can fly. We should have just enough power to open the door now. What's this thing? Oh, Zelda, you're here! Yo, you want a handshake? Oh yeah, it's good to see you, brother. How you doing? Doing so grants us the ability of time manipulation. That's right, time manipulation. Allowing us to reverse the flow of time for a certain object, meaning we can get to the top of this temple, but trying to get inside the next door, however, seems unfruitful, as we are still too weak. So off to another shrine we go. Some time puzzle shenanigans later, we complete it and grab our final blessing on the Great Sky Island. This gets us inside the door where Zelda steals my Master Sword. Hey, I worked really hard for that in the last game.
Link, you must find me.
Is this some big game tag? Give me my Master Sword back! Well, anyway, slightly healed up now, we can finally jump down to Hyrule and begin our great open adventure. Man, I'm in love with this game. It's just Breath of the Wild, but somehow even better. Continuing day 3, we arrive in a new town of sorts. And who's this? Oh my god. I know you're 100 years old or something, but damn, Purah, you're looking good! She rejects me, however, and tells me to go up to the castle to meet with a guard. While up there, though, we see what seems to be Zelda hanging out just on this random pillar and then turning into a ball of light and then just flying away. Wonder what's up with that. We tell Purah what happens, and she seems to think if we go investigate these 4 anomalies that are happening out in Hyrule, we may gain some understanding of what's happening. And so after stocking up on some things in this hidden bunker, off we go on our grand adventure. And what better way to get started than by getting launched 1,000 kilometers in the air? So for those wondering, 1 day in game is equal to 24 minutes in real life. The only time doesn't progress is in a shrine. And so even if I spend 24 minutes in a shrine trying to solve this goddamn rotation puzzle, it's all good. So for the next few days, I go around solving shrines and gain blessings before stumbling upon some weird hole in the ground. Into Satan's butthole we go! Oh my god. Oh, there was a floor there. What the heck? There's a whole ass underground under Hyrule? Is this Lorule? No, it's the depths. Yeah, I know. I was making a joke because Lorule is in, you know, the others. Never mind. There is so much gloom down here, and if we stand too long in it or take damage from a gloom enemy, we permanently lose health until we receive natural light. We then find some plump, bulbous looking thing which does light up part of the depth and also restore any health lost to the gloom effect. Now time still does progress down in the depths, and I spent a whole day just running around down here lighting up bulbs, but eventually we did stumble upon something of interest. A mine of sorts with a Zoni construct from before. Talking to it gave us the ability Auto Build. This ability will become my best friend. Any structure I build can be saved for quick construction. If all the parts are around you, you can select the schematic and build what you need super quick. Yo! That is way better than doing it the other way. Oh my god. Wait, is that Kohga? But apparently these people work for the master of the Yiga clan, Kohga. Yeah, that guy from the first game. I guess when he fell down that hole, he ended up here. Wait, we have to fight him? Oh, he's made his vehicle. Oh, damn. I'm not ready for this. What the heck? And so begins our first proper boss battle. Riding his car, we knock him off and spin to win, baby. Spin attack! Spin to win, baby. Upon defeating him, we are given a schematic to quick craft a flying vehicle. If for some reason we don't have the parts around, turns out we can either drop them into the world with one of those gacha bubbles, or spend a few Zoanite and it'll fill in what's missing. But it's better off just to use gacha, as there is a couple more uses for the Zonite. So on my plane, I got up and went for a trip through Gloomville. That's what I'm calling this place now. I spend the whole day lighting up more of the mine and follow Kohga to wherever he went off to. Day 10 was more of the same, but this time I find the goofy goober. I'll battle you. I'll beat you and steal that power back from you. I don't know how you're gonna do that. And also, I have no arrows, so I don't know how I'm gonna do this. And he's getting on the plane, so that's probably... He's about to fucking... He's trying to flame run me! What the hell? Oh, that was sick! Now we inflict mad damage on the spin! Spin to win, Beyblade, let it rip! My weapons at this point do barely any damage to him, and my only way to attack him was by using the jump pad. Unfortunately for me, he destroyed it, and such, I had no way to continue this fight. I'll be back, Kohga. Mark my words. Heading back up to the surface today, I started making my way towards Kakariko Village, but spent some time updating our map by being launched into the sky and completing a few shrines. We were greeted with our first blood moon, increasing the difficulty of the enemies around us, but that wasn't a problem for me though, since I was finally starting to get the hang of combat again. I delivered a Korok to his friend today as I approached the old Colosseum, where once a Lionel lay wait. This time, however, was a much more fearsome creature indeed. A goddamn Hydra? Yeah, so I wasn't about to touch that, and went back to shrine grinding. I arrive at my first horse stable, and I think I know everything, but evidently that's not true, as there is a new pony point system, which gives more of a reason to actually rest at these places. Apparently if we get high enough points, we can talk to the horse god. I decided to jump down the well behind us, and stumbled upon a well enthusiast. Okay, kind of a weird thing to be into, but if you're into wells, I'm into wells. We of course completed more shrines and found a fairy fountain. Problem was the fairy inside said they weren't opening up unless they heard the sound of a flute. How the heck was I gonna find a flute? I really wanted the armor upgrade, but I guess it'll have to wait. This was followed by some more well exploring. Well, what do we have here? Another well. I explored the sky a bit more the following day as I got launched by yet another tower. I tried to fly from one island to another but didn't have enough energy, so instead flew towards another tower. This tower perplexed me though for the longest time as I could not figure out how to get inside. I assume this family going on about the pirates down in the town had something to do with this, but no. I however did not know this at the time and headed down to the town. Hyrulean village had been taken over by monsters, and those monsters were super strong as well, especially since I only have 4 hearts. After some quick thinking and some precise gameplay from your boy though, we defeat the creatures plaguing the town, and all the villagers return. But as the day came to a close, I handed in my blessings and finally got 2 more stamina vessels. You want me to get what? 15 logs and 20 Hyrulean rice? Nah, screw that bro, you can do that yourself. I think my job's done here. So off I went to explore more of Hyrule, but somehow found myself in a well leading down to the depths. And spent the whole rest of the day down there running around. On day 18, however, I somehow randomly found the tunic of the hero in some random spot down here, so that was super cool. The rest of the day, however, I tried to figure out this tower puzzle, but couldn't understand what he wanted. This bird was talking about mushrooms, so I thought he wanted some of those, but instead we were actually meant to use the sand from the cave underneath, but I wouldn't find this out till much later. So I moved on, and as day 19 began, I finally made my way into Kakariko Village, and met the village leader, Paya. I guess that old bag Impa must have died. Oh well. Paya said she saw Zelda up in the floating ruin, but for some reason will not let us go up there and check it out ourselves, since apparently Zelda said not to. Weird, maybe she's upset about me and the whole Pura thing. So for the next couple of days, I just spent my time completing quests in the village, finding Koroks, and exploring the ruins that I was allowed to view. I then completed a few more shrines and solved this really cool time-related puzzle where I had to rest for a day. Our adventuring now took us towards Zora's domain. There's all this muck all around the place infesting the waters, and nobody is sure how to deal with it, as it's flowing down from far, far in the sky. Don't worry guys, I've got this. I've saved this place once before, so I'll just do it again. I also got these trousers of the sky from my amiibo. And in here, something good please. Trousers of the sky! I found out that Sidon, our old friend, was at the top of Polymus Mountain, and also that our old Zora tunic had been handed in for repair. And turns out, what we need to repair it was a fish that could only be found up there as well. So off I went, first off stopping by the launch tower for some map data. I of course got distracted in the sky, completing a few puzzles and doing a few gacha spins. Like building the perfect flying devices as it goes along. Oh yeah, I see what's going on here. So then, we launch it with the fan attachment. Go! This is sick. What the actual heck? I rate that on the shrine scale 6 shrines out of 7 Zeldas. Day 28 though, I finally make it up to the top of the mountain. And it was good to see this old fishy friend again.
Is it really you? It's good to see you, my friend.
Indeed it is, Sidon. How you doing, buddy? He informed me more of the problem of the muck coming down from the sky, so I tried to make my way up to the top with the help of this balloon, but we just don't make it and end up wasting our time. We did land on this other weird fish-looking island, but couldn't figure out what to do here. I continued past Zora's domain today and into Tarrytown. Good vibes all around here. We handed in our orbs and got a heart upgrade, and completed some quests for the townspeople. The quest with Mayor Hudson was especially wholesome. It's always sad to say goodbye. Back into the sky I went today, aiming to find a part for some races down in Tarrytown. I ended up taking on a construct boss again and eventually found what I was looking for. Whee!
Finish!
Oh yeah, Zora's domain. I completely forgot about that. I'm sure I'll get back to it. For now though, I aim to expand my map a little more and complete dozens more shrines spanning a couple of days. I somehow found my way back into the depths today, and... Ah! Holy shit! I barely escaped with my life, distracting it with light bulbs.
Okay, we escaped him. On 1/4 of a heart.
On a previous day, I'd acquired this map in the sky which had led me to this secret underground mine. I spent a whole day here running through this mine when I probably should have just made a carb.
You stupid.
On day 37, I finally arrive at the end of the mine where we find an item that was very worth it in my opinion.
The treasure chest has led us to this point to get... Tunic of Twilight!
Yo! And for the rest of the day, we just went to a stable and get those pony points, baby! Today I made my way up to where I think Roby used to hang out, only to get yanked by some goddamn Jaegers. I would, however, get my revenge on these fellas and get given the Jaeger chestplate. Nice. From here I ended up visiting the maze island, and it took me a day to complete everything in here. And apparently above this maze was another maze, which we had to also complete for the true reward. But I had no way to get up there yet. I flew over to a place you could find Kilton in the last game, which looked like a skull, just to find another of Satan's buttholes to explore. Inside said butthole was something super cool. I had to defeat a couple of super strong enemies in here which dealt gloom damage, but upon doing so we were granted with...
Wait, what? A legendary greatsword forged by a Goron craftsman for a hero who traveled through time. The exceptionally sharp cutting edge is a testament to the craftsman's mastery. This is from freaking Ocarina of Time! Oh my god, this is freaking awesome! But I can't help but feeling like I'm forgetting something.
Hey, what about Zora's domain? Oh, shit. Yeah. Alright, let's go back to Zora's domain then. Upon arrival, I picked up my Zora's tunic so I could swim up waterfalls again, but there was many more mysteries to solve, like the one up at Toto Lake. We found a secret wall slate which upon deciphering tells us a way to solve our little muck problem. Thing was, we needed the king's scale and we had no way to find the king. That was until I listened to some little kids talking about the king's secret hideout. Stumbling inside said hideout, we're informed why the king was hiding in here. Zelda apparently attacked him? I get being mad at me about the Pura thing, but what did the king do? Either way, he gives us the scale we need, and we head back to the island in the sky I was confused about earlier. The text taught us to shoot the king's scale through a teardrop, and on just the right angle, we can form a teardrop from the sky stones. And shooting the king's scale through it forms a beautiful light. With great news, we go over to tell Sidon and end up getting jumped by a goop monster. We had to use Sidon's ability to help us this time, which lets us project water at the enemy. Taking out Muck 2.0 or Hyrulean Muck, Sidon creates a way inside the light by way of drowning in a whirlpool, thus beginning our first dungeon. We solve a few puzzles and a light is sent up into the heavens, bringing down another sky island. Now finally we had a way up to where the muck was located. So it turns out there is actually a real water temple up here, and to get to it meant traversing the waterfalls and using all the skills we'd learned up to this point. After a day of swimming up countless waterfalls, we finally arrive inside the temple itself. We relied on the fishman here to help us activate these water pumps to flush away the goop.
Alright, we got all 5 fountains going.
You did it, Link.
And now it was time to fight the boss, leader of the Hyrulean Muck Army,
Maktura. Alright, that's interesting. Scourge of the Water Temple. Wait, what? Okay.
Get ready. Let's go, Link.
Well, anyway, with Sidon's help, we were able to weaken him with damage with our water weapon. Thankfully, I had come prepared, and after a few rounds of back and forth, we take him down and finally get some answers as to what is happening with Zelda. So turns out, Zelda is the Sage of Time, and she somehow ended up back in time thanks to the jewel she got when we met the Demon King. We learn of a bunch of other sages fighting the Demon King, but they, however, were not strong enough to defeat him, and so instead he was sealed. The original Zora Sage of Water ended up passing on the Sage power to Sidon, and he in turn grants us part of it to use.
I, Sidon, the Sage of Water, swear that I will fight by your side. Please accept this. It is proof of my vow.
Yo! We got an Infinity Stone! Let's go!
Meaning now we can summon Sidon's spirit anywhere we want to aid us in battle. Well, I had my fun in Zora's domain and peace was restored, so from here I wanted to start unlocking more of the map. So off I went to a few more towers over the next few days and completed many a shrine, earning us more blessings. Then helped out a couple of Koroks, and also tried to acquire a scale from this dragon, but sadly failed before stumbling into Hatno Village.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
And for the next 4 days, I spent my time completing many side quests in the village. This lady who won't stop moaning had an idea to run for mayor after having an altercation with the current mayor, and so I had to help out these villagers by essentially spying on them. You know, the usual stuff. All that really matters is that we ended up winning a cool mushroom hat, and maybe now Pura will finally go out with me.
This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life!
No? Okay. Well, anyway, back in Hatno Village, I found out that Link and Zelda used to live here, in this house that was once suspected to be Link's old house. How cool. Maybe I should just settle for Zelda then. It was finally time to go get my revenge on Kohga. He had escaped me the first time, but now, with my new gear and even Sidon by my side, we took him down easy. We got him! Let's go. All we needed was some arrows. Gaining some new schematics and also some crystallized charges. I haven't spoken about these yet, but they are important as they increase the battery size for our vehicles. I decided to give chase to Kohga as he yet again ran off, and on our way we actually ran into the Rock again. But it went down just as easy as the last time, earning us some more charges. On day 57 I caught up to Kohga again, but this time on a boat.
I sawed this boat in half!
Defeating him yet again granted us some more charges and some schematics. But for now I'd have to let Kohga get away as he'd run off to the far northwest corner of the map. So I instead headed up to land and went Korok hunting. For the next few days I went exploring and ended up finding my way to East Necluda. We completed a long ass quest where we had to take down multiple Hinoxes in multiple caves and drove around this cave for God knows how long. Oh, I know how long, a whole day. Then on day 62, I finally solved that stupid spike tower puzzle which I gave up on earlier. And all you have to do is just cover it with some wood. Duh. I headed back to the town near the castle today to go see Roby, but ended up finding that Korok guy who upgrades your weapon slot capacity. Hey! We like it. Hopefully they learned from the past experience of having us watch that multiple times over, and it'll just be a quick skip through this time. Nope. So we got a bunch of upgrades, and then Roby and this kid send us down into the depths. Doing so, we finally get access to the camera application to take hot pictures of Pura. I mean Zelda, and take a picture of the statue to show to the little research assistant. I headed back to Kakariko today to round out a few side quests, and also take some pictures of Paya. I mean the stone tablets, oh god damn it. But before too long, I was out of there and back out adventuring. We somehow found our way to Death Mountain, and after slowly making our way to the city instead of just taking a minecart, we find the villagers are in some sort of half trance. We met up with Yunobo, who used to be quite the shy giant, but now has developed a bit more confidence. I picked up some fire-resistant clothing in the morning at the store before heading to meet up with Yunobo at his base. He apparently saw Zelda and was gifted this mask by her, but for some reason he's been going crazy sicko mode with it, and so we have to break it. Meaning it's battle time.
Bruh. Chill! Aha! Got him!
And after a few hits to the dome, we break it, and figure out that Zelda is headed to the top of Death Mountain, and so begins our journey up to the top. The whole day we basically spent traveling with Yunobo, launching his fat ass like a rocket at anything that got in our way, eventually reaching the top, where we saw Zelda enter the volcano before a giant demon rock monster emerged from the peak. Alright, it's time for a bomb and run, baby! We quickly make an airship and took to the skies to shoot down the foul creature with our Goron Glicky.
This is sick. Is this Zelda or World of Plane? Ha! Big! That was epic. What the hell? Oh, is this gonna be like a traditional temple on the inside? That would be so cool.
This revealed an entrance to yet another of Satan's butthole from the peak of the volcano, and it was only appropriate that we jumped inside. Once inside, we had to traverse this deep and dark underground cave before eventually reaching the entrance to the next dungeon.
What the hell? Is it though?
We saw Zelda head inside this locked door where a rock ate her ass, so I guess we have to save her.
That just killed her, if real.
I feel like I'm just chasing her around, like how it was back in Skyward Sword.
What the heckin' dog?
But nonetheless, it was time to solve some puzzles. It took me 3 full days to solve all the puzzles down here and open the locked door to save Zelda.
And down it goes. It's like a crab? It's a demon rock crab! Break that shit down. The big Goron sword, it's oddly appropriate. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, we're gonna take it out easy with the big Goron sword. Got your crusty crab looking ass.
We defeat the creature and Yunobo gets his sage power, allowing me to shoot people with the Goron Glicky whenever I want to.
Hold out your
Oh, we're
fist.
gonna bro fist? Maha, maha, bro fist, PewDiePie, maha, maha.
I'll fight by your side till the very end.
Infinity Stone number 2 acquired. Let's freaking go.
Well, with Goron Village saved, I headed out to solve some more shrines and gain some more heart containers, since I felt like I was kinda lacking in that department. I also found an interesting item called the Sage's Will, which will apparently improve the Sage's power, but we need to get 4 of them, so hopefully we can find some more. For the next 10 days, I literally just filled a bunch of my map and did shrines.
Okay, that shrine was cool. I'll rate that on the shrine scale 6 Mario Karts out of Zelda.
Most importantly of those shrines was the one with the maze from earlier. Now with more battery charge, I could reach the top of the Lomai Sky Labyrinth.
Test of wisdom. Ooh, wisdom. Courage. Strength. Wisdom is Zelda, right?
We complete a puzzle where we have to touch 4 tablet things in order to unlock another gate down on the surface maze. Jumping from all the way in the sky, down through the ground, and into the depths, we landed in a pit where we had to fight a construct.
Got him. Let's go.
Pretty cool. During this trial of wisdom, we explored the sky, the land, and the depths, all for some special reward. And by Hylia, was it worth it?
Otherworldly evil. Evil spirit armor. Oh, that's the original Ganondorf set.
Ocarina of Time. Oh my god, that's sick. This sparked my quest to obtain the full set, as I wanted to look like him as soon as I could. Know your enemy and all that. I headed back to Goron Village to solve a few puzzles and shoved an eyeball into a fossil to get some money, before heading to the next maze island. These things take ages to complete, since you have to solve the maze puzzle on the ground, then the sky puzzle above, before facing the boss at the bottom. This took up a whole 3 days by itself, but I also did get distracted by another sky island on my way to the maze island in the sky. Is to be expected, I guess. I gathered my boots for the Ganondorf set and head off to find the headpiece. I made a quick stop at a stable and got enough points to get a dream chat with the horse god, who told me apparently there was a travelling band up near Elden Volcano. Hopefully this would be what I needed to open that fairy fountain and enhance my gear. After a beautiful sleep in the Melania bed, I stumbled upon Impa. Wait, what? I thought this old hag was dead. Apparently not though, and we see a vision from looking inside a geoglyph's tear. Inside the vision we meet the mysterious girl and Rauru again, who stand next to each other in every single shrine.
We didn't mean to startle you. I'm sorry. It's okay. My name is Sonia.
What? It's not Hylia? That's lame.
The plot thickens. Next, I went and saw another vision. This time was the moment Ganondorf awakened his power. He looks so much like Demise from Skyward Sword, it's crazy. Nothing to worry about, I'm sure they'll be fine. We however ended our day arriving in Rito Village, but I didn't really want to start this quest just yet since we don't have enough days left to do it all. So I instead aimed to finish that Evil Spirit set.
Epic.
Now we get the full Ganondorf outfit. Dang, we look badass! Only thing that would make it better was if we were able to upgrade it, and so the goal of unlocking the fairy fountain would finally rear its head. I'm told here that she'll only open up for a violin player, and it just so happens that I found a violin player a part of a musical troupe down at a nearby stable. Only problem was that they had an issue and would only speak to the press about it. Apparently there's a news team stationed in Tabantha, and so it was time to make the trek on over there. So be it, I guess I'm joining the news team. On my way to do so, I also run into Colton and Bill Clinton, the two brothers, and finally found my use for those bubble crystals I'd been collecting. Handing enough of them in, we earned this awesome looking mystic armor.
Oh! Hello, when did you get here? Oh, yes, give. Yes, let's trade. You need 3 this time? Whatever, here you go. Oh, look at that looks sick. So continuing over towards Tabantha and the press, I accidentally stumbled my way into more of the Rito questline and fought to get this little kid his bow back. Finally arriving at the Gazette, I joined the team and vowed to only report real news, no fake stuff, I promise. Visit every stable for leads. Pen, you'll head this all up. Oh, okay, so we're going to all the stables. Cool.
Me and Sorlonge Bowser headed to get the story from the traveling band to find out it was Zelda who scared these poor people. What is this girl up to? Well, apparently that scared their horse and broke their traveling cart, so I fixed it, and in return they accompanied me to see the fairy, where she finally appeared. But to my absolute shock and horror...
Wait, you can't enhance this item? Oh, brother, that sucks.
I thought maybe it was only because it was the first fairy spring, and if we unlocked the rest of them, maybe we could upgrade it. So as day 97 began, I went off to find the next fairy pond. She wanted to hear the sound of a horn, so we brought a horn blower over, and still, we cannot upgrade it. Near this fairy fountain though, we did get a quest from a villager about a golden horse. Sounds interesting. Apparently the golden horse had run off into the snowstorm, and on my way to find it, we ran into another of those dragons. This time, however, I was brave enough to take it on. And swing to win, baby! Woo, baby! Let's go! Okay, the Frost Gleeok is getting up. But we can still hit it before it gets too far away. It's falling down, baby! Yo, it took a lot of damage from that. Come on, guys. Get in there! Everyone attack! Okay, it's going very high up in the sky. His arrows can't even touch it. Oh, it's just tipped it. Oh, he's preparing a huge beam blast! Oh, no, wait. What is he doing? Oh, what the? Ice storm? Ah! Up and away! Woohoo! Alright, you're going down now. Hey, we did it! Let's go! We defeated our first dragon, baby! The Frost Gleeok has been destroyed. We picked up Zelda's golden horse and added it to our collection before heading over to see one final vision before the end of the 100 days.
Do you know of a way we could help to return Zelda back to her time?
There are stories about the secret stones and a forbidden act called draconification.
What?
To swallow a secret stone is to become an immortal dragon. One blessed with eternal life.
What?
Interesting. Another way to reach the future, though not a very quick one. So you think these stories could hint at a solution to our dilemma?
Yes. But there is still more to those tales. To become an immortal dragon is to lose oneself. That is why it is forbidden. I thought maybe this could lead to a solution. Some way to transcend time. But if you have to sacrifice your heart and mind, sacrifice what makes you you. I'm sorry. I wish I could help more.
Back where we started.
So now it's confirmed, Zelda has time powers, and if you swallow a secret stone, you turn into a dragon. That means probably all of the dragons out in Hyrule that we've seen are actually people that have transformed. Well, on my second last day, I decided to go and open one more fairy fountain and pray that we could upgrade our gear. And yet again, unfortunately, we cannot. There is still one left to do, but on my final day, I want to do something special. So instead, I just upgrade the Twilight armor for now, and here we are at day 100. Well, for my final day, surely I should go and do something cool, and I think you're right. So I thought, why not head into the Lost Woods, where we originally pulled the Master Sword from, and see what we can find. What happened? Evidently, we went the wrong way. Okay, so we can't go right, we can't go left, we can't go straight. Can we do anything in here? Bust. I'm just gonna have to assume that we can't get into the Lost Woods yet for some story-related reason. Or, I just thought, if we go into Satan's booty hole, maybe we can get to just underneath it? And I was right, there was a platform where we could use Ascend, and look where it plopped us. Right in the dead center in front of the Great Deku Tree. We're here. But there's something wrong with him. Oh no! He's been infested with gloom. What are these Hello, Mr. Deku. He's silent. They're all silent.
The sword's not here either. I was kind of hoping.
I better head inside and see what's happening. So even though we just came up from the depths, it was time to head back down inside the Great Deku Tree. Only to find...
Deku Tree Chasm. Korok Grove. Interesting. Oh, there's a hand. Hand demon. I'm still yet to kill one of these things. Come on, guys. There's just one hand left. Oh, we finally... Wait. Phantom Ganon? Wait, what? What the f***? What the f***? Holy shit! I am ready for this! Alright, let's try that again. Phantom Ganon. There he is. Okay. Okay, we're doing decent damage. We can even blow him back. Okay, guys, get in there! Hit him! Yeah, good. Okay, that's annoying, but fine. Okay, eat. We're doing well, Arguably, we're doing really horrible. I don't know what his attack pattern is, how to dodge it, or how to do anything with him, but... Oh my god. Come on, guys, get in there! Attack him! He's using bloody my attack against me. Brah! Oh, that's big damage, Mr. Goron, man. Oh, why did I turn back at him? Dodge it. Get back in. Hiya! We took down Phantom Ganon. Oh, let's go. Great Deku Tree. Ah, so it's you. I must apologize. I'm still quite groggy, as though I am awaking from a bad dream. You rid me of that unpleasant deep within me. Uh-huh. You're welcome.
It is good to see you, Princess Zelda of Hyrule, and Link, Keeper of the Master Sword.
Did I put it back?
Your blade has been fully restored.
Oh, so it wouldn't break anymore.
Go on then, Link. Draw it once more.
Cool, but now it's broken again. Yo, why are you looking so badass? I need that armor. I need it.
Great Deku Tree, thank you so much.
The potential of this fabled blade may well be limitless. Truly the work of a goddess.
A sword that grows ever stronger.
Except it broke, didn't it?
The Master Sword.
That's why it's called the Master Sword. Yo, goosebumps. But the sword, it would seem that you no longer wield it. Where has it gone? You do not know where the Master Sword is. No, I do not. I see, yet I can sense it, even now. There can be no mistake. It's here? In the sky, I feel the Master Sword's presence strongly in this area. But it's moving. Okay, let's launch. Let's launch as quick as possible. Wait a minute. Is it on the dragon? Surely not, right? I think it is. Oh! This looks like that person from the cutscene. She definitely turned herself into a dragon. That's crazy. Well, let's try and grab it. Oh, brother. Oh, it's stamina based this time. Thankfully, I invested a bunch of stamina into this thing. Do we have enough stamina? We do! Oh, but we still haven't pulled it. Wait, where are we? We in heaven? Whoa. It's brand new, baby. Yo. And so concludes our 100 days in Tears of the Kingdom. I'll be back soon for part 2 and we'll be spending another 100 days, hopefully aiming to complete it this time. If you liked the video, consider hitting like, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss part 2, and we'll see you guys next time.